If someone starts a video by asking you to grab your fat, skip the video. I just saw a pre-roll YouTube commercial for someone's diet product, for someone's program to help you lose weight. As I'm going through this whole process of coming to peace with food and with the scale and looking at the weight issues I've had from a holistic point of view, this commercial was insane. It made me angry, and now it's making me laugh because it's so stupid. I don't remember the name of the person promoting their program, and I don't want to call anyone out. I'm not trying to single out this one person. I'm trying to call out something that he just did really blatantly that's done to people all the time to keep you in this diet loop. Oh, and when you see it, you can't unsee it. In his commercial, he asked if you had belly fat. Now, if you have belly fat, you probably know you have belly fat, right? So you could probably say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. You probably aren't standing there saying, I wonder if I have belly fat. Like, you're probably aware of it. In any case, he asks you to find where the belly fat is. Like, is it more on the back? Is it in the front? And grab at it. Grab your fat. How much fat are you grabbing? Is it a little bit, or do you have a whole handful of fat? So immediately we're going to the shame place. Immediately we're going to a place of saying, like, how can I get you to feel bad about yourself? How can I get you to literally hold your fat in your hand, and so you're holding your fat in your hand as he says the next part of it, which is, you've probably been dealing with this for a long time. Why haven't you done anything about it? Completely shaming people. Here he got you, if you followed him, here he got you to grab at your fat, hold your fat, and while you're holding on to this excess weight on your belly, he asks you point blank, why haven't you done anything about it? And then proceeds to say how it is so easy, that losing weight is not a complicated process, which is ridiculous to say. Like, yes, maybe some of the mechanics of it are not overly complicated, but there's so much for so many people that goes into gaining weight. There's so much. There's the mental aspect of it. Anyways. So he says it's as easy as a straight line, which is also ridiculous. How many people lose weight, like, they find something that's working for themselves, they get healthier mentally and physically, they're feeling great, and then maybe they get to the point where there's a bit of a plateau, and then they're like, okay, well, what's going on now? Let me work with myself. Like, for him to say it's so easy, like, why haven't you done before? It's so easy, and it's a straight line, and basically, let me show you the straight line. Whatever, that's his marketing ploy, is to make you point out the own fat on your body, which, if you have a bunch of fat on your body, you probably are already aware of that. He shames you into, about your inaction, your assumed inaction. Of course, you've never done anything to try to address this before, right? Goes on to say how it's really, really simple. In some ways, losing weight on paper can be simple, but with a human being, sometimes there's a little bit more to it. There's no mention of eating disorders. There's no mention of relationships with food. There's no mention of health conditions. There's nothing. It's just, you want to be ripped, you should get ripped because you're not ripped right now. Why haven't you gotten ripped? Let's do it. Maybe that's motivating to some people, but his tactic is so obvious. It's so obvious. Let me shame you, and then let me get you to shame yourself, and then let me sell you my program. Wow. Which he did. He had a program to sell, and it's the only way. And you know it's the only way that you can achieve the results you want, because oh God, this part is so, it would make me angry if it didn't make me laugh right now. He goes on to say that a lot of people think that if you eat healthier foods and if you eat fruits and veggies, that you will lose weight and like you'll be healthy. Actually, he doesn't say healthier. He never talks about health. He just talks about weight. Those aren't always synonymous. He's like, you might think that eating fruits and vegetables is healthy, and some diet books might have led you to believe that eating fruits and veggies are healthy. Okay. Or maybe our grandparents or ancestors or all of history may have told us that eating fresh foods are usually healthy for most people, maybe. But that's not always the case, according to him. And then he went into the spiel of fruits have sugar, which is true. And some people at certain points in their weight loss or certain points of their life or certain health conditions, they might need to take those sugars into effect. That's a potential. I can't say that that's not necessarily true at all. But for the most part, if someone were to go from eating processed foods, the SAD, right, the standard American diet, which is sad, if they were to go from eating that to eating mostly whole foods and mostly fruits and vegetables, I would be really surprised if you didn't feel healthier. I'd be really surprised if you didn't lose some weight. I'd be like, that would be surprising. He goes on to talk about body types and things like that, but he does villainize fruits, which again stood out to me from my time with orthorexia. When everything I was going to eat or drink or even look at thinking about eating, I knew all of the reasons why it was unhealthy. I knew every person like him who had told me, oh, that food's gonna make you fat. That food is gonna make you gain weight. You better not eat that. That food is bad for your health. That food's gonna raise your inflammation. That's a bad food. I knew it about almost every food there is to eat. And so to hear him doing it again, telling people, no, you think you should eat just whole foods and fruits and vegetables, and be careful because that's dangerous and you're not going to lose weight. Like, that's irresponsible and frustrating, so frustrating. And thank you for helping to produce more people with orthorexia now. Thanks a lot, dude. Or to like prey on the people who already feel that way and already have eating disorders. Great. Good job, dude. Really frustrating. And so I thought that's bad enough. I've heard the fruit thing before, whatever. It's annoying. Then he goes on to say, oh, it gets worse. There's a lot of sugar in some vegetables too. So, which people who've heard of paleo and keto and stuff, who follow those, know that there are carbohydrates in vegetables. Vegetables are the healthiest, I think, the healthiest carbohydrates that you can get, and your body needs carbohydrates to live. So yes, they're supposed to have some carbs in them, right? Show me the person who didn't lose weight, who got incredibly obese because they were eating vegetables, like whole food vegetables. Show me that person. I bet you this guy could never produce that person because that person does not exist. That's my assumption. So yeah, so then he goes on to terrify people about eating vegetables and say how these diet books have led you to believe that they're healthy, but oh man, they're not even healthy for you. And and the only answer, oh my God, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. The only answer is, you guessed it, to buy his program, to work with him so he can tell you the way that you're supposed to eat. Yeah, great job, dude. Great job. Shame people, have them literally hold their fat while you shame them, terrify them about healthy foods, and then tell them it's super simple if they have your program. You can lose weight without these people. You can lose weight. And I'm in the process of doing this. I can't say I'm an expert in weight loss, but I'm an expert in dieting. I'm an expert in my orthorexia. I'm an expert in my binging. I'm an expert in my experience with fad diets and this crap. So I'm an expert in my experience. I can't say I'm an expert in weight loss. So I can understand how it might be hard to hear someone who is currently morbidly obese tell you, please don't listen to this stuff. Please. Like, please just consider what's healthiest for you, what's best for you. Work with a dietitian, work with a doctor. Also, be very, very attuned to if someone starts talking to you through a commercial or in person, if someone starts talking to you about weight loss and they never mention health, they never mention improving your health, run. They're likely looking for your money. They're likely just, he's right that a lot of this is simple, but it's not easy. A lot of it, like knowing what foods to at least start working on eating and, you know, finding out what foods work best for you, and like the mechanics of weight loss is simple to a degree, but you're a human being. There's a lot that goes into that. You're unique. You might have your own health conditions. You might have your own like battles with eating disorder. You might have traumas and mental health issues that you're using food to overcome. You like, there's a lot. So anyways, this is my public service announcement. If you see an ad like this, just ignore it. Run in the other direction. This person does not have the program that is going to, he's not the person who has a one and only program to fix you. And my guess, and I'm completely assuming here, is that his answer is basically keto, which some people love keto, and I'm not knocking a specific way that people want to eat. If that's the way you want to eat and that's what you enjoy doing, then do it, you know, like, gosh. But what I have found in my years of going up and down is, because I've tried everything from eating only potatoes to having no carbs ever, and everything in between, having no meat to having tons of meat, like, and everything in between. What I have found that seems to work the best is cut out the processed foods as much as you can without having a restrictive mindset, avoiding orthorexia, avoiding being fearful of every single food, having balance in your life. That's when weight actually starts to move in a sustainable way. Anything else, in my opinion, is a fad, and it's a way to get your money. You don't need it. That's my 2 cents. All right, stay safe, stay healthy, avoid shysters who want your money. All right, bye.